Your brother's blood's crying to me from the ground. What he was saying
Crying?
is... Yeah.
From the ground. Blood.
What he's saying is, blood don't need vocal cords. Blood doesn't need a body. And it doesn't need a tongue. It doesn't need lungs. What God said is the blood itself has a life, and I hear the language.
Life is in the blood.
I hear that language of that life. So whenever the doctors abort a baby and that blood's being flushed down the commode, God hears the voice of that baby going down that commode saying, "Help!
Yes.
Forgive, Lord, help! Forgive them, forgive my mother." God hears the blood of those babies.
Please tell us now. This is so important stuff because we got to get down to what do we need to do. You need to know more than not have bad breath. You need to know what the Word says we're to do and not do. We've got to get back to the Word. You can't just have some clever little sayings in your church. What does God say?
Well, he said that the shedding of innocent blood has an effect on the land. He said,
"Oh my God, we are going to have earthquakes then."
He said that idolatry has defiled my land. But then listen to this one. I want you to hear this one especially. Immorality, fornication, and homosexuality. What it says, Leviticus 18, which discusses sexual sins. It says, "Do not defile yourself in any of these ways, because this is how the nations that I'm going to drive out before you became defiled. Even the land was defiled, and I punished it for its sin, and the land vomited out its inhabitants." Now, what that means is, God said, because of sexual perversion, I will cause the land to vomit out the inhabitants of it.
What does that mean?
Well, whenever a volcano erupts, it drives people away from it.
Oh, my God.
It vomits people.
A volcano is vomit.
It throws people out of their domicile.
Think of the volcanoes. Think of the volcanoes. It's puking molten lava, blood, fire.
Yes.
It is vomiting it out. I never thought of this. You're preaching stuff.
Jeremiah.
People need to hear. People have got to wake up. Sunday school lessons are nice, but you've got to hear, "Thus saith the Lord" now.
Yes.
I'm Pastor Kilpatrick. I am serious. Go ahead.
And then here's what it said. It said the land is full of sexual sin like adultery, homosexuality. Because of the curse, the land lies parched. Because of the curse of sin, the land lies parched. What's going on in California right now? With such a drought in California.
In history. Worst drought in history.
Worst drought in history.
Not even a year left of water.
Because of the curse, the land lies parched, and the pastures in the desert are withered. The prophets follow an evil course and use their power unjustly. The next one, and this is a very important one, the fourth one, Brother Jim, is breaking covenant. Is what causes the land to be affected, breaking covenant. Listen to this one. It says, "The earth is defiled by its people. They have disobeyed the laws, violated the statutes, and broken the everlasting covenant." What's getting ready to happen with Israel right now is the president is turning his back on Israel. We've been in a covenant with Israel since 1948.
Yes.
We've been blessed. We haven't cursed Israel. We've been blessed. And we've been blessed because we blessed them. But
we
now,
have been Israel's second home.
Yes, we have.
We have been a second Israel. We have been somewhat, as a God-blessed nation, a spiritual haven for the Jew. Israel and us are the only ones. They were sent out by Spain and everything else. I mean, this every detail has taken place, people.
It is.
Go on.
And so what it says is breaking covenant. He said, "Therefore the curse consumes the earth. Its people must bear their guilt. Therefore the earth's inhabitants are burned up and very few are left." But it talks about breaking covenant. So what we're getting ready to do right now, we're on the verge of breaking covenant with Israel and turning our back on Israel and letting the United Nations actually take away Jerusalem and divide Jerusalem. And we're breaking covenant. But not only are we breaking covenant now, but this law has just come down from the Supreme Court. You got the blood moons coming up and all, like I talked about in the program. All this stuff is dovetailing and coming together right now.
But God, in His judgment, we bring it on ourselves then. You're saying the four things that bring it on. Now, the last one, we are negotiating this minute while we're sitting here with Iran.
Yes.
We're making, you know, the Bible talks about sitting around tables telling lies, making decisions,
Yes.
you know, and we're making covenant with Iran, who have vowed to destroy Israel. Is that right?
That's right.
They don't beat around the bush. Are you people with me at all?
Yes, we are.
They don't beat around the bush. We're not going to be able to talk like this on the air much longer, so you better start writing some stuff down. You better get some books. Because I'm telling you, they're not going to allow us to have the freedom to preach it.
Yeah.
They have almost shut it down. But here we are. We have broken covenant with Israel and made covenant with Israel's number one enemy.
Yes.
Am I right?
Oh, absolutely, you're right. But how can you believe that a president would treat somebody of the stature of Benjamin Netanyahu like